साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानना।
शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानना।
शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानना।
शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानना।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
बुद्धिप्रदायक पाहि गजानना।
बुद्धिप्रदायक पाहि गजानना।
बुद्धिप्रदायक पाहि गजानना।
बुद्धिप्रदायक पाहि गजानना।
असुरनिखण्डन पाहि गजानना।
असुरनिखण्डन पाहि गजानना।
असुरनिखण्डन पाहि गजानना।
असुरनिखण्डन पाहि गजानना।
पाहि गजानन पाहि गजानना।
पाहि गजानन पाहि गजानन।
पाहि गजानन पाहि गजानना।
पाहि गजानन पाहि गजानन।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक
शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानना।
शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानना।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा।
बुद्धिप्रदायक पाहि गजानना।
बुद्धिप्रदायक पाहि गजानना।
असुरनिखण्डन पाहि गजानना।
असुरनिखण्डन पाहि गजानना।
पाहि गजानन पाहि गजानना।
पाहि गजानन पाहि गजानन।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा शरणं शरणं पाहि गजानन
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
कलियुग में अवतार लिए कलियुग में अवतार लिए कण कण में तेरा नाम साई कण कण में तेरा कण में तेरा नाम ओ साई कण कण में तेरा नाम ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा
साई नारायणा
कलयुग में अवतार लिए, कण कण में तेरा नाम साई, कण कण में तेरा नाम साई, कण कण में तेरा नाम, ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा।
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना, ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना, साई जय जगवन्दना, साई जय जगवन्दना, साई जय जगवन्दना, साई जय जगवन्दना, ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना, रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा, रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा, राजीवनयना नारायणा, राजीवनयना नारायणा, नारायणा हरि नारायणा, नारायणा हरि नारायणा, नारायणा साई नारायणा, नारायणा साई नारायणा, ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना, साई जय जगवन्दना, साई जय जगवन्दना, ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना, रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा, राजीवनयना नारायणा, नारायणा हरि नारायणा, साई नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण साई नारायण नारायण साई नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण साई नारायण नारायण साई नारायण ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना
रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा
रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा
रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा
रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा
अखिल लोकनायका
अखिल लोकनायका
अखिल लोकनायका
अखिल लोकनायका
परम पूज्य पावना
परम पूज्य पावना
परम पूज्य पावना
परम पूज्य पावना
आपस्तंभ सूत्रना
आपस्तंभ सूत्रना
आपस्तंभ सूत्रना
आपस्तंभ सूत्रना
अंतरंग रंगना
अंतरंग रंगना
अंतरंग रंगना
अंतरंग रंगना
भारद्वाज सगोत्रना
भारद्वाज सगोत्रना
भारद्वाज सगोत्रना
भारद्वाज सगोत्रना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
अखिल लोकनायका
अखिल लोकनायका
परम पूज्य पावना
परम पूज्य पावना
आपस्तंभ सूत्रना
आपस्तंभ सूत्रना
अंतरंगा रंगना
अंतरंगा रंगना
भारद्वाज सगोत्रना
भारद्वाज सगोत्रना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
भव्य नामा कीर्तना
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियनन्दना
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
नटवरलाल मदन गोपाल
नटवरलाल मदन गोपाल
नटवरलाल मदन गोपाल
नटवरलाल मदन गोपाल
मथुरानाथ कृष्ण गोपाल
मथुरानाथ कृष्ण गोपाल
मथुरानाथ कृष्ण गोपाल
मथुरानाथ कृष्ण गोपाल
श्री मधुसूदन मुरली गोपाल
श्री मधुसूदन मुरली गोपाल
श्री मधुसूदन मुरली गोपाल
श्री मधुसूदन मुरली गोपाल
यशोदा के बाल नंद 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 गोपाल
ईश्वराम्ब प्रिय साई गोपाल
ईश्वराम्ब प्रिय साई गोपाल
ईश्वराम्ब प्रिय साई गोपाल
ईश्वराम्ब प्रिय साई गोपाल
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
नटवरलाल मदन गोपाल
नटवरलाल मदन गोपाल
मथुरानाथ गोपाल
ईश्वराम्ब प्रिय साई गोपाल
गिरिधारी लाल श्याम गोपाल
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
ईश्वराम्बनन्दन साई प्रभु
ईश्वराम्बनन्दन साई प्रभु
ईश्वराम्बनन्दन साई प्रभु
ईश्वराम्बनन्दन साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
ईश्वर अल्लाह श्री साई राम नाम
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 बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र साई कृष्ण नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र साई कृष्ण नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र साई कृष्ण नाम
माधव मोहन साई नारायण
माधव मोहन साई नारायण
माधव मोहन साई नारायण
माधव मोहन साई नारायण
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई रामा
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई रामा
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई रामा
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
ईश्वराम्बनन्दन साई प्रभु
ईश्वराम्बनन्दन साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
ईश्वर अल्लाह श्री साई राम नाम
ईश्वर अल्लाह श्री साई राम नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र साई कृष्ण नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र साई कृष्ण नाम
माधव मोहन साई नारायण
साई नारायण
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई रामा
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई राम
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई रामा
प्रेमावतारा प्रभु साई राम
परतेश्वर श्री साई प्रभु
धन्य हो ईश्वराम्बा
धन्य हो ईश्वराम्बा
साई नारायण
जगदोधारा साई नारायण
जगदोधारा साई नारायण
धन्य हो धन्य हो
धन्य हो
धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा जग को दीजो लाल बाबा धन्य हो धन्य हो कलयुग में अवतार लिए सकल चराचर के भगवान जगदोधारा साई नारायण धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा 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 ईश्वरांबा प्रियतनया
ईश्वरांबा प्रियतनया
ईश्वरांबा प्रियतनया
ईश्वरांबा प्रियतनया
ईशा महेशा श्री साईशा
ईशा महेशा श्री साईशा
ईशा महेशा श्री साईशा
ईशा महेशा श्री साईशा
युगावतारा साईशा
युगावतारा साईशा
युगावतारा साईशा
युगावतारा साईशा
प्रेमावतारा साईशा
प्रेमावतारा
my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. My life is my message, expansion is my life. My life is my message, my life is my message, expansion is my life. No reason for love, no reason for love, no birth, no death. Prema Satya Ananda, Shanti Satya Ananda. Satya Ananda, Shanti Dharma Ananda. Shirdi Sai Patti Baba Jai Jai. Shirdi Sai Patti Sai Prema Sai Jai Jai. Love is my form, truth is my breath, peace is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, peace is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, peace is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food.
Sairam. It was 1980. You must have also heard as a devotee that Swami has his calling cards. Now, when that calling card comes to you, you come to him. It's not that we go to him, he calls us. And the reason might be anything. Good, bad, ugly, whichever we think could be that way. But for him to bring us to himself, to his presence, he has to have a reason to bring us there. So let me tell you, in 1980, Dr. Ramachandra Reddy, my husband, and me, we were in Saudi working there. And we came for a little holiday to Hyderabad, and he fell sick. He was treated in AIMS in Delhi, and of course in London, at one of the best hospitals, and also in Saudi Arabia's hospitals. And some doctors, our consultants, who were working along with us as our chiefs in the department. I'm a gynecologist, one MRCOG from London, and Dr. Reddy is an anesthetist, an FFARACS, anesthetist, highly qualified. So we were both working in the same hospital, and our consultants used to tell us about Sathya Sai Baba, this holy man from India. This is why haven't you taken him and gone there? So we felt terrible, and we said in our country, they know more about him than we know. So that was the way that when he said he will get better, take him there. So that's how we decided to come back to India just to see Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. As we always been hearing about him being in Puttaparthi, and Dr. Reddy had a little problem where he needed his brother's help. So his brother, elder brother, and myself and Dr. Reddy, we three went to Puttaparthi. It was a summer months, And Puttaparthi was very, very deserted. There was hardly anybody there. We were surprised. So, well, it took us about 2-3 hours for us to come from there to Whitefield. We found out about it and came there. And the next morning when we went for darshan, as we were told, I had no idea that men sit separately, women sit separately. So this, my dear friends and devotees, this is our calling card. So Dr. Reddy was made to stand where the gents stand, and I was taken to the women's side. So how would I know what he said there or what and who I am? Swami went directly to Dr. Reddy and his brother and touched the part which had become weak and told him, Adhairya padaku bagaipotao. Don't lose hope, you will become all right, is what he said to him in Telugu. And after that was done, he came directly to the woman's side. And he came directly to me. And he said, I've seen your husband, don't worry, he'll be all right. He just said that, don't worry, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. So I was surprised because we were virtually new to our own country because we had been away for 14 years till then, living in Australia, England, then finally working in Saudi Arabia for 2 years. So how would you know who's the wife of somebody or who's the husband of this lady? But he came and told me directly what he wanted to say about Dr. Reddy, saying, do not worry. So that was really working on my mind. I was awestruck, actually, to tell you. And after that, he was going away towards the door to go out. And I said to myself internally, my mind was saying that they say that he does give some vibhuti to people who go to him, especially with an illness. So he hasn't given me anything. And surprisingly, there was a window. He went to the windowsill, and on the windowsill was a basket full of vibhuti packets. He picked up a lot of packets, but I didn't think they were for me. I thought he'll take them and go out with them. But no, he turned around, came directly only to me, and he said, this way. And so I put my hands out, and my hands were full of all those vibhuti packets that he had brought for me. And again, looking at me, he said, Saripoinda, which meant, enough? Is it enough for you? I was really so taken up that I couldn't even say a word. But in that face and that expression that I had, there was so much kindness, so much compassion that really clutches at your heart. So touching were his expressions that it's difficult to forget. Then he met us and he said, no, go back to Saudi Arabia, go and work there. So this was 1980. 1980, and then we went back and slowly Ram began recovering. And now if you see him, he's just a very fine gentleman as anybody would be of his age because he got through that problem very well. I even thank my consultants for having given us that advice that particular day in Saudi Arabia once, and of course also in England, because he was treated in England, London proper as well. So this was our calling card, and we went there. Once we got back to Saudi again, we still had work to do, complete our deal with them was there, so we had to complete that time. So we worked till we had to, and came back to India around end of 82 or 83, early 83s, something like that. And after this, we became very, very busy setting up our own hospitals. I had a wonderful mother. She was a politician also. And she wanted us to come back and work for the public, for the society, and not for the government. So she said, I don't want you to come and join a government job. I will build a hospital as much as I can afford, and you come and work here for yourself and the people. So we had to complete that desire of hers. After this went on, I was pushed into politics. And it was actually, I should use the word, not pushed, but encouraged to join and contest the election by Sri late Rajiv Gandhi, because he was very keen on women's empowerment. We had met him in Saudi Arabia on an official visit, and he and his mother, Indira Gandhi, both had said that they would like educated women to come into politics. I think I fit the bill for them. So I not only was encouraged, I was also given a seat. I also won that election. And this is how I moved from total, completely devoted practice to a early politician, a beginning of a political life. This was my election in 89. Mind you, we didn't get back to Parthi or to Whitefield. Maybe that's his wish, that we should get a firmament and get our practice going well and become strong there, and then make a name for ourselves. And of course, after that, he would meet us. We didn't go, but we were so fortunate that God came himself to Hyderabad. And having been in late Sri Chennareddy's cabinet when he was our chief minister, I had an opportunity to go to his residence to await Swami's coming to their house that morning, as I had been told. So that morning or that night, I was so excited I was going to see Saibaba the next day that I don't know when I went to sleep. And suddenly I had this vision. A vision, a dream, I cannot explain. But this has really, really given me such an impression about who he is. I saw in this dream, I'm not to be seen, but my voice is heard, which says, I'm asking Bhagwan Baba, they say you are God. Are you God? And that's where just that little asking of mine stops. And instantly I see a very, very blue and totally clear sky. Sky has no limit. And the whole sky was lit up with this wonderful spangled star. It was a golden star, but it was totally covering the whole sky, and it was spangled. That's what I saw. And the next thing after this is a wonderful big Om. The Om is right in the sky, totally occupying the sky again, a shining Om in golden color. I just kept wondering. And the third scene was really something that it is really startling for all of us to what I saw. It was our Swami's face in blue and with a pincham, peacock's feather in his hair, and smiling away. So there he was. I just thought of it, and I used to narrate it just like as it is now. But there's a deeper meaning to it. When I had discussed this with some people, some scientific-minded people also, and some researchers as well, their discussion about it was that the spangled star is nothing but the Big Bang, beginning of the universe. The Omkar, he is an Omkara Purusha. That's what we call him, Omkara Purusha. The Om is also and take off from the Big Bang. And there, God. And God is Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. He came to me in that rupa because I could understand him, that this is my Lord here. So there you are. So there is a very scientific explanation to that kind of a vision that I got. And this was, I looked into the Google much later, only about last week or so. And the Big Bang happened somewhere 13 to 14 million years ago. So we look at the Purana Purusha, Adi Purusha. So he's there smiling away at us. I never had another dream of Bhagwan at all. He's never ever come into my dreams again. Having met Baba, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, in 1980, which is before my joining politics, actually my first elections, that is, he did make a big difference in me because his teachings are so simple. And he's so loving, so kind, so compassionate. I do remember that when I went into Chennareddy's house to say that I have to see him, I'm telling you the first part of the Chennareddy house experience, before, this was 92 when I said I had this dream. This dream was before going to Channa Reddy's house. And what I saw was when I opened my eyes after this dream or vision finished, it was 4 a.m. in the morning. So it was as early as that. Then I got ready as fast as I can and I went there. And Baba had just come after a few minutes after I landed there into their house. So the family got together, they had their own time with Bhagwan, they had a meal with him, etc. All that went on. And most of the devotees who had come to see Bhagwan have his darshan were brought into a hall where they had a simhasan kind of sofa ready for Bhagwan. All the others were seated there. All my leaders, my colleagues who were the senior ministers along with me with Channa Reddy regime earlier, they were all seated in the front row and I didn't know where to sit. And nobody was really bothered about me because they were all keen on only looking at Swami. When he's there, your eyes cannot go off elsewhere. Totally, they were all engrossed and focused on him. So I thought best is I stand near the door at the back. So I stood near the door, just standing there at the back of the whole hall. Swami looked up and saw me. He saw me and said, "Ikkadra." Then I knew he wanted. And I was so fortunate, he made me sit right near his feet, his lotus feet. There I was wondering, I am such a distance, but I'll be happy only to see him. That's about all. I'm having his darshan, that's fine for me. And there you are, he asked me to come and sit near him. Back of this is a sad event in my life that just few months before his arrival to Hyderabad, I had lost my mother. I was an only child. I'm an only child of my mother, and she was very attached to me, so was I. So my missing her was too much. There was an emptiness in my heart. And there you are. I was going to discover something wonderful. I'll just tell you that now. As I sat there, he put his hand on my head and he said, I was sobbing like a child. Amma poinar Swami, Amma vellipoinar Swami, mother's gone Swami. Sobbing exactly like a child. There was a grown-up minister, but I was sobbing. He put his hand on my head and he said, Andaru povalsinde kada, which means everyone who comes has to go. So yes, but then my sadness is my sadness. I'm just an ordinary human. So then he created Vibhuti for me. And that for that Vibhuti, one of the relatives put out a paper. I think he is the son of Channa Reddy Garu. He put out a white paper into which this Vibhuti was taken. And he just put a little into my mouth and he said, keep it. So I kept it. And then he said to me, Nenu unnan kada, ni Sai Matanu. I still was tearing away, crying. So looking at this love that I got from him, that Vibhuti to cool me down, calm me down, that compassion, only a mother can do that. A sobbing child and a mother, a caring mother. So he put his hand on his heart. He said, I am here, your Sai Mata, nenu unnan kada ni Sai Matanu. And I tell you, friends, dear devotees, that did something to me. That really filled up that void I had in my heart. I missed her, but I was not like a sobbing, broody, what shall I say? I was also going into a little kind of depression. No. There was my mother. There was Sai Mata for me. That confidence that he's there. And that made me a much, much bolder personality from then on. A person who could take problems and in her stride. Politics is not that easy. I took my problems and my challenges, I think because my Sai Mata was with me. In 92, as a minister, I had an official duty to go to Anantapur, to Madakasira. And I was told we are not that far away from Puttaparthi. So I jumped. I said, we must spend the night in Puttaparthi, see Swami in the morning, have his darshan and go. So that was the plan. And we were well taken care of at the ashram, I must say. And next morning, I went in and as per the guidance of the people there, I was waiting for Swami's darshan. Swami's darshan happened at the right time. I think it was about 8 o'clock. And then when he came to me, he looked at me and said, "Eppudu vachavu?" I said, "Swami, I came last night." Then he said to me, "Go to Colonel Jogarao and tell him to take you to the hospital, to the new hospital." I said, "Thank you so much. I would love to see that. Chala santosham, Swami." So I also, after the darshan was over, was very happy that I was going to see the whole hospital, about which I really heard so much. And then I went to Colonel Jogarao's apartment. He was there. When we decided such and certain time that we will go to the hospital. Here I must tell you a little background about my health. I've been a very bad asthmatic for many, many years. And whatever happened there the previous night, or when I was traveling in the Madagaskar and the other parts of Anantapur, I had developed a very bad asthma attack through the night. So because of this, my walking became a little troublesome for me because I was breathless. I did take my treatment, which I carry, my puffs and all that, but I still wasn't feeling that I could make it to this large hospital and walk around it. Please listen to me here, dear devotees. I'm going to talk about the omniscience of the Lord. So I thought to myself, I didn't even tell the person who was taking care of us from the ashram side that I have this problem. I said, the Lord said, I must go, I must go. So I said, I don't know how I'm going to walk all this place. So we went along together to the hospital. Mr. Colonel Jogarao and myself went to the hospital after the darshan when the morning was over. And lo and behold, Swami's red car is already there in front of the hospital. He didn't say he's coming. He said, you go to Colonel Jogarao and he will take you to the hospital. But he was there. And when I went in along with the colonel, he was talking to another gentleman. I think this was Mr. Paramahamsa, who was also in the hospital looking after it. And then Swami directed us to sit in the buggy or a golf cart, whichever you call it, because he had got it ready. I was amazed, because why will a golf cart be, right there in front? Not front of the hospital, but inside, and the dome as we passed the dome. So he said, you sit at the back with Paramahamsa, and he and Colonel Jogarao sat in the front. And mind you, viewers, devotees, I'm ever so grateful to the Lord. He knew my problem. He knew that because of my asthma, I wouldn't be able to walk through the whole hospital. I did not have to get down anywhere. He took me to every department. And that was something I cannot forget, because he was touching every patient, blessing so many people, talking to so many who were waiting there just for a darshan. At one stage, we went to the theatre site, and a mother standing by her son, a little son who was barely 6 or 7, who was going to get operated soon. And all she was doing, closing her eyes, shutting her eyes totally, folding her hands and looking at nothing, closed, total eyes. And then she was saying, Sairam, 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 and tears flowing through her eyes. And there was Sairam, just put his hand on her shoulder. And then she didn't know who it was. The moment she turned around, she fell at his feet. And there the Lord was so kind, so loving, like a mother of like 1,000 mothers' love he showed to that lady. He said, don't worry, in Telugu, Emi yochana cheku bagayipotadu, in a very sweet way. And that gave her a little strength. I think her whole countenance changed. And I was watching all this. I don't know what was happening to me. These were experiences I never had. Only the Bhagwan, only an avatara, only God can have these help ever, hurt never, love all, serve all. These were the kind of things he taught. And he doesn't just teach, he lives. He's not just teaching us, he's living his life. My life is my message, is what he says. And it's so correct, because that's what he was doing to that young lady who had a small, younger child. So we were passing by, there were doctors who were coming out, and he was tapping them on their shoulder, asking them problems. And this way, everywhere I went around without having to walk at all. So my feelings, my fear were known to the Lord. My health condition was known to the Lord. I didn't tell him anything. I didn't even tell Jogarao Garu, but he was there. And as we were coming out, when it was all over, he said, interview is done, Ra. Then he must have thought, now why take her all the way to the hospital and there make her walk, etc. So he took me to a consulting room. The divine doctor, he was sitting on the consultant's chair and a patient was seated right opposite him. I cannot forget that. And he laughed at me saying that because he materialized a huge diamond ring, which was, I thought that looked a little bigger for me. And having these slim fingers, he asked me to put them on, having a little giggle, laughing and saying, pettichudu, and everything, that ring was dropping off from all my fingers. So then I started also to have a little good laugh. And it looked funny. But then he took it away from me and blew on it 3 times. 3 times. And then what happens? It comes exactly to my ring finger. The index finger. Exactly on my index finger was that ring made of. How? That was such a big ring. And just by blowing the air from the Lord's mouth, there you are. It's come up to become my size. And it lasted with me for many, many years. But once out of the way, out of the blue, I lost it in the Delhi airport. We got it searched by the Indigo, anywhere, everywhere, but nobody could find it. And I was very heartbroken. So when we went for an interview later, I was almost in kind of a sorrow. I said, Swami, I lost it. He was teasing me and saying, Alaksham chesao, means you were not careful with it. So I said I was really guarding, like this ring also. I keep touching it every time, so I know it is there. But much, much later, when he was giving the green rings, I also got one green ring from him, which I keep feeling constantly so that I don't lose it at all. But he does say that it's a diamond. The diamond is a diamond. So when the mind dies or something to that extent, the ring, they go back to him. Whatever he gives, when they have done their job, that particular materialization, that object, it goes back to him, is what I used to hear in Puttaparthi. So maybe it went back to the Lord to whom it belongs. So this is what happened there.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपकान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवं मरिया सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति शांति शांति
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
जय